TRON might just be the most boring looking crypto in the market. But what if I told you it is processing more transactions than Ethereum, dominating stablecoin transfers, and quietly generating real revenue? So, where does that put TRON's price by 2026? Let's break down the bear, base, and bull case for TRX in 2026. And yes, the bull case might just surprise you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you like clear crypto breakdowns without hype, hit subscribe, because today we are diving into TRON, or the ticker is TRX. What it does, why it refuses to die, and where the price could realistically land by 2026. So first, let's talk about what TRON actually does, because on this channel, we are focused on real-world utility and adoption, and we always look for coins and networks that provide value. We're not about the hype, and we're not about the meme coins. So let's take a look and see if TRON actually provides value, what it does, and if we see it becoming more valuable in the future, which will ultimately drive up the price. So TRON is a high throughput layer 1 blockchain that is focused on fast and cheap transactions, stablecoin transfers, especially USDT, which is the #1 stablecoin right now, Tether, DeFi payments, and on-chain settlement. In fact, and this might surprise you, TRON is currently the #1 network for USDT transfers globally, beating Ethereum by volume. It uses delegated proof of stake, meaning it has very low fees, fast finality, high scalability. And love it or hate it, TRON just works, and it is used every single day. So why does TRON still matter in this sea of projects and coins and networks? Why is TRON relevant? Well, here's why it keeps showing up, up on top of the charts. Like it or not, it has massive daily transaction volume. Go look it up. Go do the research. Go look at how many transactions are on TRON every day. It will surprise you. The number is massive. It is also one of the most profitable chains by fees, right? So it might not make the most money, but it is profitable. It has a strong presence in emerging markets, deep integration with stablecoins and payments. And we talked about stablecoins a couple weeks back and how they are set to explode in 2026 and 2027. And if TRON already has deep integration with stablecoins, that is a major catalyst moving forward for the TRON network. TRON is not flashy. It is not trendy, but it is infrastructure. And infrastructure is what is going to survive, because infrastructure is what everybody leans on. You need it in order for everything to work, right? Infrastructure is not hype. Infrastructure is utility and value. So let's talk about price targets, because I know that's why you're all here. Bear case for TRON in 2026. In the bear case, this is what would happen in order for TRON to actually fall to these levels, because I think as of right now it's above the 8 to 12 cent range. But crypto adoption would have to slow. Regulatory pressure would increase. And guys, what this means is the Clarity Act would suck. The Clarity Act would be not good for crypto. And with the people Trump is putting in place and Trump wanting to be big on crypto, I don't see that happening, but it could. We don't know what the final Clarity Act is yet. So regulatory pressure would increase. TRON would remain functional, but people would kind of ignore it. And again, the bear case, 8 to 12 cents. TRON would basically survive, but it would not thrive. So our base case, crypto adoption would continue steadily. Stablecoin usage would explode globally, and I personally believe that stablecoin usage is going to skyrocket in the next couple of years. TRON would remain a go-to settlement layer. If these things pan out, we could be looking at 18 to 30 cents. So almost, right where we are, to slightly down or slightly up, because I think TRON is at about 22 cents right now, last time I checked. So this price range would assume TRON would continue doing what it does best, which is quietly processing massive volume. In our bull case, we see TRON at 50 to 80 cents. And this is what would need to happen in order to reach those targets. Stablecoins would need to go mainstream. That means everybody's using them. Not just a couple here and there, but everybody's using them. Every major corporation, every major institution will have their own stablecoin, and they are everywhere. Payments and remittances would move on chain. TRON would become one of the dominant financial rails. Revenue and usage would finally get re-rated. Again, if that happens, we're looking at TRON being up 4x by the end of next year, which would be 50 to 80 cents. And if for some reason we enter a full-blown market mania cycle, $1 is not out of the question, especially if TRON becomes the backbone for global stablecoin flows. So what we really need to be looking at, guys, the thing that is going to drive TRON, I believe, and this is not financial advice, but I believe that stablecoin adoption and the explosion of stablecoins in 26 and 27 is the key metric for TRON's price. So TRON, it's not exciting, right? There's not a lot of hype around this one, but it is reliable. And in crypto, reliability will eventually get priced in. It may never be the loudest coin in the room, but it could be one of the most important by 2026. So guys, drop a comment below. Are you bullish or bearish on TRON? Do you think it's going all the way up to 80 cents or $1? Or do you think, another network is going to eat its lunch and drop it back down to that 8 or 12 cent range? And if you want more 2026 price predictions, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And remember, guys, the world of crypto moves fast, right? It's volatile. So we need to stay focused and lock in because the future is tokenized.